welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another plant video. We are going to be doing 2 unboxings today, 1 grow tent setup. It's gonna be super awesome. I am so excited. I have never been so excited for something in my entire life. Like, I'm even more excited about this than I am like both of the greenhouses that I got, because this grow tent is just so awesome. Like, I don't think people understand how cool grow tents are. Grow tents, you can just like shove them in a closet. You can like just put them anywhere and your plant will live. Like, that's why people have grow tents, I think, because they want to shove them in closets, you know what I'm saying? But it's nice. It's really cool. I am not planning on shoving mine in a closet. Mine is going to be in a dark corner of my room, but we are going to be unboxing the LED grow light that I got from Mars Hydro. This is another sponsored video. I know that I just did a sponsored video last week, but I really wanted to get this video up for you guys because it's just so exciting. It has been on my mind for the past like week. Like, it's been all that I've been thinking about. I basically wrote an essay on grow tents and why they're cool and everything that you need to know about them. It's been amazing. I really liked being able to dive into the research, but we are going to be doing the unboxings first, and then while I'm setting up the grow tent, I will tell you guys all about it and everything that I've learned. But yes, we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I'm so pumped for it. I was literally looking at grow tents, at Growlights. I was watching videos about the stuff, and they contacted me like the same day, probably within minutes of me exiting out, and I was kind of like, well, that's a little creepy. But I was super excited that they did, because I get to share my experience with these products with y'all. This is their SP150 grow light. I'll link everything below if you guys want to check them out too. It's $140 on Amazon, so it is a little bit pricey. I am 100% a Doug Chamberlain stan. I am such a fan of him. He has a grow tent. That is the main reason why I started looking for one, because I was like, well, if he can grow Hoyas in grow tents and make them flower, then I probably can. So I'm super excited to be working with Mars Hydro today. So let's just go ahead and get into it. This is the inside of the box. It is pretty hefty. Like, this is a big light. I'm excited. I know that they actually have like different sizes and different kinds, and this is actually the one that fits in the 2x2 tent. I am so excited. This does not look like cheaply made at all. This is the size of my shoulders, and this is how long it is. So it's a pretty good size, I think. It has like a film on top of the lights, which is apparently supposed to keep it from, moisture and stuff, which I would hope, considering it's gonna be like in an enclosed grow tent. But this is super cool. The other thing that's in the box are called ratchets, apparently. Rope ratchets. I don't know about y'all, but the word ratchet in Texas, it doesn't have a very good connotation, let me just tell you that. So I think it's funny hearing people say like, oh, I have this ratchet. I have seen people say that these hooks that they provide are a little bit too small to fit between the bars of the grow tent. So I am going to be having to use like either hooks or something else other than those. But yeah, I am going to show you guys what this looks like on, and then I am going to show you guys the unboxing for the actual grow tent. I'm going to set that up. I'm going to put this inside, but this is basically just a sneak peek of what we're going to see in the end. It's going to be like we're going to walk into the sun, y'all. Like, it's so exciting. I'm so excited. Okay, so I know that y'all can't really tell, but it is so bright. I am like kind of shocked at how bright it is. You can kind of see it reflecting off of this pot right here. Yeah, this is how bright it is. You can kind of see. I don't want to blind y'all, but it's insane. This is crazy. You feel like some heat coming off of the LEDs, but it doesn't feel like how it would feel if you were touching a light bulb. but this is insane. It is so bright. It like just totally washed out my entire body. I look like a ghost. I'm gonna turn this off now, but that's literally a sneak peek of what we're gonna see later on. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut to me opening my grow tent. We are back on another day. I just got my grow tent in the mail. It got here a day early. I'm so excited. It's Monday today, and I'm like ecstatic to get into that thing. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so the 5 things I think that you really need to know about grow tents are light, temperature, air movement, humidity, and watering. So the lighting is the main reason why I wanted one of these grow tents. The mylar material that's on the inside of the grow tent reflects and enhances the light that your plant is able to use, and it pretty much makes it possible for the LED to be the main source of light that your plant is getting, because if you were to just have this LED or any grow light, as a matter of fact, on top of a plant, all of the light that the plant would be getting would sort of just be going everywhere, where in a grow tent it's secluded into one spot, and it just makes it a lot more controlled. It makes it to where flowering is a lot easier. I am going to have it on a timer. I'm planning on doing 12 hours. I'm going to be putting the light about 20 inches above the plants. You're going to really try not to burn your plants. And speaking of burning your plants, PlantUtopia said that she had a pretty bad experience with using like the LED lights that she got at Lowe's. It wasn't fun. She like scorched one of her plants, and she basically almost started a fire, so please be careful with that. The second thing is temperature. So temperature, you're going to want to keep the grow tent between about 75 and 85, I think. Like 70 and 80 degrees, that's pretty much what you want like all of your houseplants to be at. And it's not really that much of an issue whenever it's just like in a regular room, because that's what our ACs are set at. It's not really something that we really think about too often. But for grow tents, the light and all of the reflection and the heat that's coming off of your plants, the heat that's coming off of the LED, these things can increase the temperature a lot in your grow tent, so you don't want it to overheat your plants. So basically, Hoyas, they kind of have a peak at about like 90-ish. You don't really want your Hoyas to be that hot, so you want to have some air movement in this tent. People also have like vent systems where they're pushing out the air that's inside the grow tent and providing more air that is coming from the outside. And this is something, again, that is a little bit more advanced. They have like carbon filters, they have all this stuff. And like I said, these are for people who are growing something other than houseplants. Part of the reason why they say that they use that is so that way they are not depleting the plants of CO2. But again, the amount of times that you're going to be opening this greenhouse to like check on watering, to check on your plants, to just make sure that your plants are being okay, I think would be okay. I think that would provide enough CO2 to where you don't have to have all of these like crazy fancy systems, and the ventilation with a fan would probably also be enough to make sure that your plants are okay. The next thing would probably be humidity. The enclosed space is making it to where this humidity like is entrapped. So with high humidity like this, you are making your plants a little bit more susceptible to like molding and fungus and stuff. So that's why air movement and that fan is really important. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is pretty much just like my watering schedule. I am planning on checking these plants at least once a week. I do know that this grow tent has a screen where you can like look in and check on your plants, but I've heard that it's kind of useless. And apparently just opening the grow tent is a lot easier and a lot better in like the long term. So I am planning on just checking every week And then just using my regular watering schedule, I'm still planning on bottom watering the majority of these plants. Some of these plants are going to be in leca, so I am going to have to be checking on those a little bit more. But yeah, that's going to be it for my watering schedule.
I am obviously going to be keeping you guys updated. I'm also planning on trying to make this look a little bit more appealing. I am planning on making a video of an update on it and like what I do to make it look cuter. I know there was also a question about the cost of the grow tent. This grow tent was $99. This tent is from Mars Hydro. I will leave the link down below, but I am so happy with it. I'm so excited. The quality of it seemed really great. I don't see any like tears or holes. The zippers are 100% fine. I really enjoy it. I'm so excited. It's pretty much everything that I hoped for. I do know that there are cheaper ones on the market, but I would go with middle range if you're not going with like the really expensive ones. I know that height is something that people really take into account when buying grow tents because plants grow up. So I really enjoy this. This is pretty much my height, so I can actually like walk into it and grow myself. Yeah, so there are grow tents that are much shorter than this that you can probably buy if you want a cheaper option, but there are definitely lots and lots of options on Amazon. But yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to say. That is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button down below, and if you like me or you like plant videos, go ahead and subscribe if you want to. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!